what we got? Alright, so ran up to O'Reilly's and I grabbed a funnel with a little hose majigger on it. And then also some of this stuff, bro. Like I've seen this used on many like restoration videos or like barnyard find videos and stuff. People use this to pour down into the cylinders of like old engines, kind of lube them up, you know what I'm saying, just in case there's like some rust deposits or something in there. You just pour this through the spark plug holes, and I figured I may as well do that like right now with the Bel Air, with the 350 out there, so that it'll have some time to kind of sit, you know what I'm saying? So whenever we do get to working on it, this stuff will have already like penetrated or loosened up some of the oil, some of the rust and stuff that potentially could be in there, right? Of course, we don't know what the inside of the engine looks like, but I think it's just better safe than sorry, right? And then what's inside of this box? This is actually exciting as all hell for me. This is a distributor, bro. This is a I guess you could say it's like a knockoff MSD, but it is a billet distributor. I looked up reviews and everything on it before I got it, bro. I looked all that up, and yeah, people recommend it. You know, it's a budget friendly type of thing. This thing just cost me 140 bucks, and what's even doper about it is I got it at O'Reilly's locally. I didn't have to order it, and it's lifetime warranty, bro. Lifetime warranty. So hell freaking yes. Alrighty, so this is a self-contained coil. So instead of having an external coil, this has a coil built into it. So this is the distributor and coil and everything all in one, which is super dope. Yeah, man, I've never installed one of these before. We're not gonna install this today. This is just one of the many parts that we just went over that we got to get for the car. So I'm gonna put this up until we have all the parts, and we're gonna just make one video just cracking into that thing. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in the box and put it up. Unfortunately, come on, how are you in there? They never go back in the box the way they came out. Hell yeah. Already knocking stuff off the list, bro. What's up? What do you say? Let's go do this though. Alright, for starters, before I even pull these spark plugs out, I'm gonna go ahead and hit them with some PB Blaster. I just want to avoid any potential problems, bro. Now, before we do anything, I want you guys to see that this engine does turn. See, it does turn, but the night that we got it, we tried to turn it and it wouldn't budge, bro. It was just tightening the bolt, and I ended up having to turn it backwards. Like, I turned it backwards like half a turn, and then it would turn back forward. So I'm thinking just maybe where the pistons were sitting at, like maybe some moisture got in there, and it could have created like a little rust spot or something on the cylinder wall that the rings are having problems passing by. So that's what I want to do, is get some mystery oil in here, and then we'll come back after a few hours or something, or even maybe the next day, and try to go backwards and then forwards and just really like loosen it up, dude, because I don't want to damage the rings. That's one. 7 more to freaking go. Jesus. So I got all the spark plugs out on this side. Now we're going to take our funnel, and I'm going to go ahead and fill this side up with mystery oil now, because honestly I'm kind of excited to do this. So I want to make sure this damn funnel is going to fit in there. The end of it looks like it's a little bit smaller than the spark plug, so it should. Where are we at? Where are we at? There it is. Alright, it's in there. I got the oil poured into all 4 of those cylinders. Now I'm going to go through and spray all these spark plugs off with some carbon choke cleaner, and I'm just going to kind of just by hand just tighten them back in there because I don't want any dust and shit getting into the cylinders, you know what I mean? Alright, so on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and blast all these spark plugs with some carb cleaner. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the PB blaster once again, but I should have done that on the other side. And that's just to clean all the like dust and debris off from around the you know, the edges of them, because when you pull the spark plugs out, you don't want the stuff going down into the cylinder. I should have done it on the other side. Like, it wasn't really bad, bro, but just there was enough that I want to make sure I get it cleaned up before I open these ones up. I'm gonna do it right on this half, all right? That half, yeah, you're screwed, bud. I got both sides done, got all the spark plugs back in so we don't have to worry about dust or anything getting in there. I am going to go ahead and get all these old freaking plug wires and shit out of the way because we don't need this anymore. Yeet. I got it all covered back up. We're gonna go ahead and let that oil just kind of sit in there, probably just overnight, bro. I might go out there and mess with it tomorrow. Just pull all the spark plugs back out, try to crank the engine over. I got some pictures of that carburetor and the model number on it, so I can get online, see if I can find a rebuild kit, hopefully locally. If not, I'll have to order one, and then try to work on getting all the rest of these parts and stuff together. I think it's kind of funny that these things match. Holy shit. Yeah, guys, now my theory here is with all the cars that I mentioned in the last video that we have to work on, Max and the Bel Air, Khaki, the S10, the E36, Pops, if you go down the list, man, every single one of them's like, I have to spend money, I have to spend money, I have to spend money. Like, they're all builds, like they're all projects, you know what I'm saying? So my theory here is the E36 is something that I want to make money with. So why not start with the E36? I figure we can go ahead and just knock this thing out really quick, get it posted up. If I get it cleaned up and get it looking a lot better than what it does right now, I might be able to get, you know, $2 grand for 2,500 or something. Is that wishful thinking? I don't know, man. We'll see. I still have yet to have even looked to see like what these things are going for nowadays. Looking at it right now, hell no. I don't think I'm gonna get much more than maybe like 900 bucks for it, especially with it not even running, you know what I'm saying? I think we can get this thing looking presentable. I mean, a lot more presentable than what it does right now, obviously. That's where I'm starting, man. Today's goal is to get the thing all cleaned up. I want to get all the trash out of it. I already pulled all the stuff out that we were kind of storing. Now I still have a bunch of trash and everything in here. I want to spray it off, get all the dirt and dust and all that stuff off of it. I need to go over and I need to clean the windshield because the windshield's covered in overspray, because if you guys remember, it was parked right here, like right in front of the booth for the longest time. So all anything that was coming out of the fans like was hitting the car. And then I need to try to diagnose why it's not starting, man. I need to make sure that it is actually the fuel pump and it's not like a fuse or a relay or something somewhere. And if it is, then we need to get that pump out of Pops and see if that's gonna work on it. All right, so we're getting this thing ready for paint, bro. And what I want to do now is go around and make sure all this trim is all clean. So I don't want to, like, basically I want to get all the cleaning done now. This thing's gonna need some time to dry before we can put paint on it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go through. I got a bucket full of soapy water and a scrub brush, and I need to get like the windshield scrub because there's like overspray on it. I need to get all this trim scrub, the mirrors, all this around the doors, and like all that stuff needs to be cleaned up to the point to where whenever this thing is ready, basically like to start sanding and stuff, I want to be able to mask all that off, sand it, prep it, get the thing ready for paint, spray it, and then whenever I go to peel it off, all this stuff is already all cleaned up and nice, the way that I want it to be. So if it's not obvious, we are going to be painting this car completely different than any of the other cars I've sprayed. You can call this a half-ass job, I guess. For the most part, I'm going to be masking off door handles, masking off all this trim. I'm not going to be pulling all this stuff off the car. So I'm not going to lie, bro, I'm kind of excited to do this right now because I don't ever get to just like not care. I'm gonna do a good job, don't get me wrong. Like I'm not physically capable of not at least trying to do a good job, but as far as like disassembling the car, this is not gonna be one of those kind of paint jobs, you know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and do as I said, go around and get all this trim and everything all scrubbed and the handles, get everything all clean that I can, and then pressure wash it one more time. I still gotta vacuum the inside out, vacuum out all the dirty water. Gotta get all the pressure washing done, bro, so this thing can sit overnight and tomorrow and dry. Yeah. Well, there it is, man. Got it all cleaned up, got all the overspray off the windows, and I kind of wet sanded like all the little black trim just to get like all the overspray off of it and everything. So now the thing obviously has to dry because it's soaking as wet. But come tomorrow, I'll be able to actually mask this off and we can start sanding and getting this thing ready for paint, bro. My idea here is for this to be a really quick thing. I don't want this to be like a dragged out freaking thing that takes weeks. I would really like to get it done this week. I need to go and pick a battery up for it, of course, and then we'll start diving into figuring out exactly what's wrong with it, why it's not getting fuel. All right, well, I got the booth all closed up, and I went ahead and I opened this thing all back up. I figured it'd probably dry a lot easier if I have all the doors and everything all open, right? But that's pretty much it for today, man. Tomorrow we're gonna continue cracking on this thing. I need to get it running, and I need to start prepping it for paint. So I'm excited to see what we can turn this thing into, man. So and see how much we can make off the damn thing. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of treating this as if it's like a flip car, even though it's my personal car that I've owned now for years. But we got that mystery oil inside of there, soaking, getting that all taken care of. So I'm actually really excited to get cracking on this thing. But I'm gonna try to focus on one thing at a time, man. I'm gonna try to get that E36 freaking knocked out and get it done and get it moved out. Now, I was just on Facebook Marketplace looking them up, bro, and it looks like in like decent condition, like completely stock sedans like that one are going for like 2,800, upwards of like 3,000. I don't know. I've seen some in there that the paint is just all beat to shit and just on like steelies and whatever for like $1,800. So the range is kind of wide of what they're going for, obviously depending on condition. But put in the comments down below how much you think that we could potentially get from that thing if we get it running and it's got like a fresh paint job on it. Of course the paint job isn't gonna be perfect, but like no interior. It's basically gonna be like a drift car build, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't see getting much more than like 2,000 for it. But anyhow guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Smash the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Peace.